family. Hey, so I've made reactions to Rammstein. I've checked Rammstein songs. I've got 2 Rammstein songs that I love, and I do listen to them time to time. But why is Rammstein so popular? So I knew Rammstein because somebody recommended me through the reaction videos. Then I discovered them that way, and I didn't know anything about Rammstein prior to that. And that was last year. So I knew Rammstein. I discovered Rammstein last year, obviously. So here's a video from Loudwire giving us reasons why is Rammstein so popular. So let's watch it.
Rammstein has been one of the biggest bands on earth for the last 20 years, but still in Google, one of the biggest searches for the band is, why are Rammstein so popular? Now that Rammstein have released 2 of the biggest songs of their career, Radio and Deutschland, we're gonna explain exactly why people love them so much. Number 1, the riffs. If you think about the most popular metal bands, especially from the 90s and the early 2000s, they're all rhythm machines. Korn, Pantera, Gojira, Meshuggah, Lamb of God, Mastodon, and every metalcore and deathcore band. Rammstein are as rhythmically based as any of them, and probably even more. And they got the kind of riffs that make you want to smash someone's face through a plate glass window. Richard Crispa and Paul Landers both have right hands like Malcolm Young, and you can hear it on songs like Sonne, Mein Teil, and Du Hast. Number 2, the imagery. Look, I'm old enough to remember when Du Hast came out. I remember seeing it for the first time. Masks, needles, setting a guy on fire. It was just too much for my 9-year-old brain to handle. That being said, I never once turned away when Du Hast came on MTV. It was just too damn good and too mesmerizing, that imagery. And a few years later, I ran into them again in the movie Triple X, and to be frank, their fire masks and them playing Feuerfrei is easily the best part of that movie. Even in 2019, Rammstein are coming up with imagery that is pushing people's buttons. Just look at the Nazi controversy from the Deutschland video. That being said, number 3 is the band's...
So far, is their riffs, is their imagery. So with the riffs, I feel like, to me, okay, lyrics do matter a lot. Obviously, the message does matter a lot, but the riffs too. Hey, as he said, they make you wanna smash somebody. So far I do agree, but then they don't explain, like, okay, the imagery part is quite obvious because they're just unique, they are different. But the riff part, they said they're strong, but I wish like they could have maybe said something more quite specific in a way, or not quite specific. What am I looking for? I was looking for like a particular reason. Maybe how do we decide that a riff is the best, or if you got maybe riffs, and this is to the guitar players and to people who really got an ear for the music. How do you choose between maybe, let's say, 2 riffs? Maybe they could be of the, okay, let's say 2 guys are playing the same riff of the song. How do you decide that, okay, this riff is better than this one, this riff is better than that one? What's the criteria there?
Not afraid to be controversial. For 2 decades, PC weirdos have been speaking out against Rammstein's militaristic imagery, their BDSM imagery, and a giant penis cannon that we can't show you thanks to the YouTube police. Rammstein were arrested and jailed in 1999 after engaging in a fully clothed act involving a fake phallus. In 2009, their Pussy video came out, and it's straight up hardcore porn, with the band members' faces superimposed over porn stars. And this year, as we said, the Deutschland video was criticized for Nazi imagery and the band members being depicted as concentration camp prisoners about to be executed. Sure, it's provocative and all, but if you actually pay attention to the video, you can see that it's about the history and potential future of human conflict. And if you read the lyrics, it's clear Till Lindemann loves his homeland, but sometimes struggles with justifying that pride due to Germany's past. Pop fans may be satisfied with surface-level entertainment, but Rammstein fans prefer to dig a little deeper. Number 4.
Yo, that's some real stuff. That's some real stuff. And I feel like bands like this, they just start a conversation. So when you mention them, you're gonna appease a group of people, a lot of people. And then when you mention them to the other group, and they're gonna appreciate you, they're gonna be like, oh, he's just like us. Damn. High five, homie. So I like that. I need to dig more into their stuff and check, like, especially not the songs, but their controversial acts and stuff like that. It seems like they really do not give an F.
German makes the lyrics sound cooler. German is a brutal language. Just take it from Tim Allen.
The word butterfly. In French, papillon. In Spanish, mariposa. In German, Schmetterling!
Look, I love Rammstein, but something is sort of lost in translation when it goes from German to English. Take Sonne, for example. 1, here comes the sun. 2, here comes the sun. 3, she is the brightest star of all. 4, here comes the sun. Not very imposing, but when Till sings it... And the verse to kinda Lust in English, I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it, no, I don't feel like it. But when Till sings in German,
Ich hab keine Lust. Ich hab keine Lust.
Hey, yeah, that's true. Hey, that's true. Hey, I didn't notice that, but really, it is true. Joe. And now this is the struggle for us non-German speakers and the people, for us people who cannot comprehend German. Like, we find it catchy as it is. When we're looking for the translation, really it's like, okay, I'm wondering really what they're talking about. And then when you're reading the English translation, it takes away from the significance of the original message or the original song. And as we know, translation can never be as accurate as possible, or as needed, matter of fact. So yeah, that's the thing.
Rammstein lyric that's way better in English, and that would be Blitzkrieg with the meat rifle. Number 5, they appeal to all kinds of music fans. When you really break down Rammstein's music song by song,
yeah, that's true. I don't even know what type of music do I really love. For sure, I do love heavy metal, trap metal lately, a bit of hip hop, but with Rammstein, I just like anything, especially how they do their performances. It's just crazy.
fresh as a goddamn daisy, and it's because of how unique they are and how many people they appeal to. Number 6, they're students of Quentin Tarantino and David Lynch. The Rammstein guys have a great taste in film, and you can see it in their music videos. Du Hast, reminiscent of Reservoir Dogs and Lost Highway. Engel from Dusk to Dawn, which was written by Quentin Tarantino. And what does Deutschland remind you of? Inglourious Bastards. Lost Highway even features 2 Rammstein songs, Herrheit mich and Rammstein. And during a cameo in Twin Peaks, David Lynch himself can be heard whistling Engel. It's those creative sensibilities that all 3 share, which make them timeless. Number 7, the...
Damn. I didn't even look at it that way. But I see the modern cinematic, like you can take any music video from them, you turn that stuff into a movie.
Live show. There is no show on the planet more ridiculous than Rammstein's. They're like...
I said this before, I like their live shows for real. And imagine I go crazy over their live shows because I see them on the screen. Imagine the people who are participating there on the live shows, who really are there in real time. Crazy.
Number 8, Rammstein have not changed a bit. Rammstein's consistency is stunning. Few foreign language bands have ever achieved longevity here in the United States. They've all been Macarenas and ketchup songs, but Du Hast was no one-hit wonder. Rammstein's highest charting album in the US is their latest one, 2009's Love Is For Everyone. And Rammstein's new song Deutschland has racked up 42 that one. And number 10, there's no other band quite like them. Yeah, there's oomph in the new German hardness scene, but Rammstein...
Yeah, so that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, do comment, and check my previous reactions to Rammstein. I've got plenty of them, And yeah, feel free to suggest me any type of videos and then I'm gonna check them out. Family.